Alright, I'm going to be doing Deadeye real quick, so I figured I might as well just do it. I've been waiting to do this all week just to record it. I have not done a good job this week. I've been trying to keep, just a real quick check-in, all the rests really low on all the characters. And by doing that, I really didn't give myself a lot of time on the main 6. So I got these 2 through the first 2 gates of a con. I have no clears yet, and then the rest of them I haven't even started trying yet. Which is bad, because we're at Monday, which means I have 2 days. So, yeah. Quick little advice. Try to get at least your first clear on all of your characters if you can, if you have 6 like I do. But you need to get that title. Like, the title's really important for week 2. You're going to get gate capped, so you got to get a character through. So I'm pretty much probably just going to be spending all my time trying to get through gate 3. I underestimated how bad some of these pugs would be. I forgot it's an 8-man raid now, so it's not the same as Kai and Go, where I had 4 men, so it's a lot easier to find groups and do what we had to do. But yeah, so I'm going to try and get at least 1 through, but that would be my advice this week. And I probably shouldn't have done as many dailies, but I really was enjoying the daily thing, I'm not going to lie. But either way, let's get into the video. I have a lot of these because I had a lot of level 5 tripods that I had. So they gave me a ton of fucking tripod things, so we're gonna we're gonna have fun with this. The thing is, I don't actually know anything about this whole new build. Alright, I'm going to record this because I'm doing some testing, and this is definitely not the engraving I would go with. And the only reason I'm saying this is because it's 100% damage increase or 65 for just all of it. Like, I would just go with this more permanently since you still use your shotguns more likely in rotation. But I do think that the sniper skills just got a whole lot stronger. Based on what I want out of this, I think I'm going to go with the heavy round because I did all 3 of them, and this one seemed to came out the best. And that's not even with it at level 12, but I'm doing 10s for all of them just for right now, and you could probably throw a bleed rune on this, but this is kind of crazy because I just want to show something. Like, these are my regular shotgun skills, and I'm just doing that to get the thing, right? That's my regular shotgun skill. I just want to put both of these together, right? And that's like 14 mil with 2 skills. This is kind of crazy in my opinion. This new skill is kind of padded, but and that did way less damage for some reason. There we go. Yeah, I guess it has to crit. But it's also a hitmaster skill, and that's kind of the part that's fucking with me right now. I hate when it doesn't crit. Like, I even padded the crit stat just to... Look at that, 13-7. That's a problem. That's a problem. You just made my shotgun skills kind of not worth it. And, like, yeah, that's 13.8. And, like I said, I already went through it and kind of fucked with these ones just to see if any of the other ones were better. This one was probably the worst when I came out to test it. But, yeah, this is pretty dangerous, in my opinion. Well, actually, I guess it came out to be, like, the same, 13.8. So they all kind of seem to be right around the same amount. I guess it's going to come down to your playstyle. I'm probably going to go with the heavy round. Or that one. One of these 2 is probably one of the... But they're both 70%. So, like, it's the same fucking concept. Except one of them is a wider range. So I just... this is dangerous. I definitely am about to do a test video. I wouldn't usually do this. But yeah, that one's the other one. And even that one's kind of got potential. Like, I don't know if that crits, if that will actually do significantly more damage, but... Yeah, see, like, that first shot didn't crit. I'm also doing terrible at, like, lining this up, though. There we go. Like, if each of those crits, would that do more damage? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy. Now, granted, you're counting on a tick damage there, which is why I think I would ultimately end up going with one of these 2. I can't see this being useful because it's only below 75%, and since it's only 100% of the crit damage, and then this one's 65, I'd rather just take that. It's minusing 2 seconds of cooldown. The effect sticks up to 2 times, too. Like, I just think that this is the better version, in my opinion. So that's just my opinion, obviously. I'm sure there'll be other people coming out with other opinions, but I haven't seen any videos on this, so that's kind of why I'm jumping on it. But yeah, I'm probably going to go with this. It's probably the tripods I'm going to end up going, but I think that's terrifying how much damage this is putting out. Because it's just kind of making my shotgun skills obsolete. Yeah, bruh. Oh my god, that's crazy. So we're gonna, I just want to pad the stat as much as I possibly can. Yeah, 16 mil, like, for a hit. And now we're just gonna go and, you know, take the shotgun skill. Either of our shotgun skills are main hitters, right? Or we're just gonna basically do the exact same thing. Like, both of these skills have their... Oh, did these not have tripods on? Oh, okay, wait a minute. That makes a lot more sense now. Because I was like, wait a minute, why is this so bad? And that actually makes way more sense. So hold up, let's take it. Because I was really nervous. I'm not even kidding. I was like, hold up. Like, this is a problem. Like, this is actually going to be an issue if that's the case. But apparently they fuck with the skills. So let's try that again now. I didn't know that. So let's now. So this will actually make more sense. Okay, I feel a little bit better about that. Let's try it again just to kind of make sure. Okay, so that's 19 mil. The other one was 16. Okay, so that makes me feel significantly better. Yeah, okay. Because I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's just not okay if that was the case. Whereas this one... Yeah, okay, so it still hits hard. Like, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't, because it does still hit hard, but... Truthfully, I might even actually swap that to, because this is the single target one, it's just... Yeah, just for that quick 15 mil, I guess. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted, because they're both pretty good. Like, it's not really going to matter at the end of the day, that much. Especially if it just crits. I don't care about the tick damage. Yeah, 16 mil. So we'll stick with the heavy round. So that skill's definitely getting thrown into rotation. But it's just a question of now which skill am I going to swap it out for shoddy-wise. Because I can't have all the tripods there, right? So should I be dumping some tripod? Like, do you know what I mean? The level 12s matter a lot. So I'm just really conflicted here. Because, you know, obviously these two are going to get capped. So we're not even going to question those two. Let's go ahead and put our stuff in. To make sure it crits. So we'll yeah, see, that didn't even crit and that still fucking hit hard. Okay, now you're just kind of playing with me. See what I mean? Like, I know they said that they made them hit hard, but I just don't know if that means you're gonna swap out your shot. Yeah, that's not happening. Like, I'm not swapping that. So then it comes down to this one, which is actually a pain in the ass to hit sometimes. So, I mean, take a look real quick. And then, but maybe... Yeah, like, look at that's too much damage. So maybe what they want me to swap is the pistol skills? Which I guess kind of makes sense, but also not. Okay, yeah, so if I'm going to swap something, it's going to be one of these. But wait a minute, does that also not have the fucking tripods applied right now? No, so the tripods are applied for these. I don't know why I took the shoddy tripods off, so let's go ahead and take another look at this. There, yeah, so it's going to end up being one of these that you end up swapping out. And truthfully, it's probably going to be that one. So this just changes the fucking scheme quite a bit. Quite a bit, actually. And I guess that's kind of all I'm saying. I mean, you can even do this. I know a lot of people actually run this one, but it just doesn't matter. The damage is going to be the same. It's actually less. It's terrible. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the problem, is that they made the sniper skill so strong that it actually makes you want to swap swap the skills around. And that's definitely an issue, in my opinion. Since we already know we're going to use these two no matter what, we will swap this in. I just want to play with some stuff now. That's it. I really just want to play with some stuff because like I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Like if I put bleed effect. Just out of raw curiosity, you know what I mean? Yeah, like even that does 15 mil. And I'm not saying it's a lot, but... Or 18 mil, so I guess that one still does more. What if I just do nothing on it, though? Does it still hit hard? Oof, not if I fucking shoot the wall. See what I mean? I'm really, really conflicted. Like, is there a mid-max build where I just get a bunch of these to, like, 10? And I take advantage, but you can't even, or you can get all the tripods though. Like this is gonna be a fucking hard thing to figure out because it's not the same anymore, and that's probably why we haven't seen any videos on it. Is because they're all trying to figure out the same shit right now. Yeah, for 13 mil, like it might be better just to. The problem is that on these shotgun skills that you lose so much damage for like, or do you though? That's the question. Let me. No, I just want 10s. Like, what if I do 10s across the board? Like, no. I really am... That's so obnoxious that it's doing that. Heavy round. We'll go across the board and we'll just pad up all of these real quick. But I know you guys get this. Like, it's definitely... This is definitely something to consider now. Because it's just not the same anymore. Combo changes to combo mode. Why don't we use the combo mode of that? I don't remember why. I remember doing the test back in the day and the damage was just better, so I'm not gonna like play with it, but you know what I mean? Like this is definitely something that has to be talked about. Like it has to be talked about because if not, then I don't know what the hell everyone's gonna do. But clearly the pistol skills are about to get swapped the fuck out. So let's just see. 22 mil. Why is that different? Is that why was I using this instead? Yeah, 23 mil. It's just longer. That's why you do this one. And then by giving it the 2, we'll just take out of this for now. Just to get that, right? By giving it those 2 points. Still 23 mil. So that's why I'm saying like there might be real truth to this. Like if I'm still gonna hit a 23 mil regardless. Let's do it again just to get an idea. I think you guys see where I'm going with this. Like this might actually be the first time on a character where I'm like maybe going for the 12s isn't worth it. Yeah, 25 mil compared to 23 mil. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna end up doing. And I think it's just gonna end up increasing the rotation of the character more. Like you're just gonna be using more skills relatively. And it might even be an argument for a different type of build. Yeah, 22 mil. Like, do you see what I'm saying? So this is interesting. It really is interesting because this is changing the way that this class is going to get played, in my opinion. Please hit all 3. All right, so 40 mil. This one might make a massive difference because it is 3 attacks compared to 2. But we're going to do the same thing. Can you just crit all 3, please? Like, I literally padded your crit stat. I don't know how I could make it. There we go. 45 mil. So for 5 mil extra damage, that's kind of what I'm getting at right now. Like, it's for a lot of tripod. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. Like, when you really think about it, look how much you get back. You get 6, 12 back. You get 12 back for not that much more damage. Do you know what I mean? And I get what people are going to say. They're going to be like, oh, well, it wouldn't fit in your rotation. But that's not really true. Like, the sniper skills, I've always been able to get into the rotation. So, yeah, no, I'm really conflicted. I'm really conflicted. Really, really, really conflicted because this is not what I expected. Alright, so what do we get? 21 mil, and then we're going to throw on the extra 2 points. This one might make a difference, I don't know. So yeah, that's all I'm saying is that, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, 22. Like, it's basically the same numbers. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, there's no dramatic difference to have the extra 2 points. At least on this class, as of right now. I also didn't hit perfect on that, but 28. See, the hard thing about this skill being tested is that concept. Is that right there. That's the other thing. I still have to see if that other shotgun skill is going to get swapped in for one of these too, so... Okay, that was kind of a bad test considering I didn't even hit. I actually hate this skill. I've always hated this skill, so if I swap one out, even though it hits harder than a lot of the other skills, I'll probably fucking swap this one out. Yeah, but it already did more without hitting perfect. Because the thing is, you're supposed to hit it at the perfect window, but that's like what makes this class so fucking hard sometimes. It's stuff like this. Yeah, there we go. Still 30 mil. Versus, I think it was 28, right? Wasn't it? So that's all I'm saying is I think that this is an argument for this class. Oh, fuck you. For the record, it's better to just fail, not fail, to come up short. Yeah, 27. So it's basically the same. So I don't think we're going to be putting the 2 points on there, and I think that's an argument for these to have all the points. Because if we do, like, let's just say level 1, right? If we do level 1, you only get 3.8 mil. But just by putting this up to level 10 and giving it the tripods, just food for thought, you get 13 mil. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like 6-7 mil more damage. It's the same concept, kind of, but not really. It's allowing you to use more of your skills, have more cooldown uptime. Like, this is very tough. This is fucking tough. This is really tough. Really tough. It makes it not, like, you would drop the pistol skills, I'm thinking, completely. Or not, you don't even need to drop them completely. That's the other thing, is, like, I could probably get away with doing something like this. Like, let's take the 12s right now as is, right? Let's take the 12s as is. Right, what do we get, 11 mil? Reset. 14 mil. 11 mil and 14 mil, so now we're just going to take those two down a notch. $8 mil, so I'm losing 3 mil damage, do you know what I mean? Like, you're not losing any damage. That's kind of my point. So they're making, like, this is the first time on a character where I've seen the 12s aren't really mattering because you have so many skills that you can kind of use. You might actually get more damage output by doing it this way. And obviously I could sit here and do fucking minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes of tests, but I don't want to waste everybody's time. Although this isn't a waste of people's time. Anybody who's playing a Deadeye actually really should be considering this stuff. Because look, now I can basically get another level 10 by taking all of those out of there. Do you see? This is kind of what I'm trying to get at. Is like, I don't know what skill would be the best. I just know that there's definitely some truth to this. This would not be the skill, though. I gotta be honest with you. This would not be the skill I would fucking use, because you have to use Growth Bullet, and fucking Growth Bullet's ridiculous. And yes, it does hit hard from far away, but I would know. Fuck all that. But that's the other thing, too, is that it's giving you an excuse to be, like, out here now. Sometimes. Yeah, no, that would not be. That will never be the skill. I already knew that, though, because I hated this skill. I've always hated this skill. But again, there's other sniper skills, so I don't have to use that one. I could swap an aim shot, which is actually a pretty good skill, if I remember correctly. I'm not going to. I'm not going to put this in because it takes time up, right? And it's all about getting that quick shot out, but... Like, let's take this, though. Let's say we got this one up to 10. Although I do think this is going to be the same thing. We'll throw Tenacity. Yeah, because you only really get this for that. You don't really get this for the damage. But we'll do a quick test with it. Yeah, no. Just big no. Big no-no. So see, those two skills won't even have it. So you'd end up having these two skills all level 10 with these level 10s, and that's all I'm getting at, is that there's a lot of truth to this. Like, there's a lot of truth to this, and you still have 38 skill points left, so you could totally put them into, you know, 2 of these, or maybe even 3 of them. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, like, look, you can still have 3 10s. You can still have 3 12s. So I'm conflicted. I am conflicted. I am conflicted. All right, so we're gonna dumb this one down. We're gonna now go and take out, what was that skill? So this is the thing, if we wanted to swap in a shoddy skill, we now have to play skill versus skill. And obviously these are our 2 biggest damagings, and if it was going to be anything, it would be this one, but that's a counter. Like, I don't know how anybody would want to take that out of their class. So let's just do the damage for damage real quick. Damage for damage real quick, we're just going to compare the 3 of them. Alright, we got 22 mil for the gate. That one's definitely not getting replaced. That didn't crit for one of them, so we'll redo it. Let's get that crits in. It didn't crit for one of them, so let's do it again. There we go. All 3 crit. Now, I don't know if all 3 back attacked, though. So let's... I wish you could just guarantee crit. There we go. 22 mil. What was that first one? 22 mil. So it's probably going to be one of those 2 skills, honestly. Yeah, so it's going to end up being one of those 2 skills, which is really sad. Because I just said that I was going to make that one of the fucking main skills, but... and it's not going to be the counter. I'm not even hating on the other skill. It's just, why would I swap out something that's got utility in it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and that's not going anywhere either. So the skill that we're going to end up swapping out is going to end up being at this one. Which sucks, because you got all those tripods on it for nothing. Let's take a quick look. See if I can get a little bit more damage out of it by doing this. It also has weak point on it, though, too. But we're going to see if we can get a little bit more damage out of it by swapping the concept. Nope, 22. So yeah, that skill is probably going to be the one that goes, just because... Yep. Alright. So let's go ahead and swap the skill in and see how it does. Again, I have never used the skill, so really we are going to find out. I mean, we may not even swap it out, right? Like, that's the thing. This skill might suck. I mean, it's already kind of looking like it's going to suck, because it doesn't actually have any, it doesn't have anything. Field of fire widens with the hour of judgment. The field of fire widens, increases the size of the bullets fired. Yeah, this is not looking good. We'll just try both of them out. Okay, I lied. I totally lied. Like, there's no way that skill's not getting swapped in, and I don't even know if that was the better version of that. Please crit. Like, I actually really want to see if that second hit crits, what the fuck that's going to do for damage. Thank you. 38 mil. Jeez. Okay. Well, that changes things. Just for shits and giggles, I just want to play with some other stuff. Okay, so that's not going to affect the damage. This is going to be more of a quality of life thing, I think. That's a long channel time, though, too. Like, wouldn't you want the quick one? So we're gonna play with this, like I said, but all 40 and crit, but it seems to be like right around the same amount of damage with that first one, so it doesn't matter. So okay, I would probably, yeah, I'd probably pick this one. You're not gonna change one of these, most likely. I mean, we can do it just for the test. But assault bullet. Just for the test, we'll do it, but, like, really, you would never actually do this. Yeah, look at the numbers are half. Like, we'll give it a chance, because it's only fair. There might be some truth to that one. Still 34 mil with a little bit of burn. No. No. It's close, but no. And then now we're going to do the Hour of Judgment. We'll play around with this one. Much quicker. Much quicker. But I don't think it's stronger. Well, it's definitely not stronger. But this could be one of those ones where you put this on it, now all of a sudden it's like 10 times better. There's a lot of skills like that in this game where if you do something with the tripods, all of a sudden the skill gets completely different. Nope. Okay, so we're sold. We're sold. It's going to be farewell. Close shot. It does suck that we can't get it to shoot a little bit quicker. But yeah, I mean, there's just no chance I'm not putting this in. It, like, look at this. Like, that's crazy. That's way more damage. Now, for shits and giggles, let's see what would happen if I did 12 this. Because we are going to 12 a couple of them. It's kind of disgusting. I'm not going to lie. That's actually a filthy skill now. So, yeah, but that's all I'm trying to get at. Is, like, I think that that's the ratio I'm going to go with. I'm probably going to do a bunch of 10s and then maybe a few, like, my main hitters. You know, with that. But since this is 20 mil and this is, actually, this one was the heavier hitter, right? Something like that. That's probably what I'm going to do. This is actually probably exactly what I'm going to do. Especially because this is a quick skill. Like, you got to think, like, imagine your rotation for a second, right? Like, let's just go ahead and do this. So you're going to hit them with the pistol skills, right? You're going to hit them with your crit sim before you flip. And then you're just going to... Oh, but that's the thing, though. You're going to be fucking slow now. Oof. And then you just kind of drop one of those real quick and, you know, throw some of these in and then back to the pistol skills, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely a better flow than it was before. Oh, except for the fact that I did get cucked right there. But it's definitely a better flow. Like, it really is a better flow than it was before. I don't know what the flow is going to be. But I'll tell you what. It hits hard. That's for sure. It's with no gem on it, right? It's sad to see this skill go, right? Because of all the tripods I have on it. But, I mean, there's even this skill. What the fuck is this? I don't have time to throw another skill into this testing thing. Extra roll. Oh, it's a movement skill. You probably replace... oh my god. They're giving me way too much to play with right now. I'm sorry if this video is going to be long. All of them are kind of long lately, but... Oh, but you just wouldn't have tripods. Like, I wouldn't have any tripods left to do this with. I also don't have that many skill points anyways. Like, this is actually already more skill points than I think we have in the game. I do want to test this, though, so let's take... No, I can't take out of that. Take out of this for a second. I just kind of want to see what it does. It's a damage skill, actually, but it's a fucking move damage skill. For shits and giggles. Let's just, for shits and giggles, fucking, I just want to see how much this can do. Wait a minute. Crit hit on foes ignores 25%. Ooh. We'll do both. I mean, it's not like crazy, but None of these increase damage, right? Yeah. That's kind of crazy. It's not a back attack either, is it? Nope. Huh. They gave us a lot to play with here. 5 or more foes outgoing damage. Sure, we'll go with this one out. This is definitely a Chaos Dungeon skill, I'll tell you that, though. Basically the same. Okay, so we're going to change now. It's this, and we're going to see what we get now. I'm sure that that first green tripod is going to be the one that you go with. Oh my god, you get 2 of them? Wait a minute. It's a way to do damage when you're moving too. Like basically what I'm saying, one of these is gonna get swapped out, probably Dexter's Shot. Like that's a fact. Now that's definitely gonna get swapped in, just because it's gonna give you 2 of them. Oh, but you have to have 10. You have to have 10. Let's fucking. Let's just see. That's a lot of damage for a movement skill. Especially, I didn't crit sin or anything like that, too. Whoa. Wait, what the fuck? Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, though. That doesn't even make any sense. That's crazy. That's too much damage. That's too much damage for a fucking movement skill. I guess it's not really a movement skill because you can't really like spin around the character. Oh, you can, I guess, if you use it correctly, but still interesting. Like, why the fuck would I run, like, just for shits and giggles? Why would you run this? Just straight up, why would you even run this? Okay, can you? You're actually pissing me off. Like, it's not that hard. Just shoot the crit. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Not trying to test anything here. Yeah, like, I can't see why you would even run these anymore. Maybe this one. No, but even that one. Like, oh my god, this is actually scary. This is scary. Like, they just basically gave us a whole fucking rework. You have that, or you have this. Like, I don't even know why that's a question. Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually don't even know why that would be a question. And the thing is this one doesn't do, it's just movement speed, right? For 2 seconds, grants push immunity, too. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh, wait, no. With Bullet Storm, click the mouse while holding to land and roll once. Oh, shit. Oh, I mean, that was kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie, though. So I guess that's how you would use that. You'd, like... It allows you to, like, cancel it. Bruh. Like, that's a fucking dope skill, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm gonna have to, what, swap in a bunch of skills now? Let's go back to this one for a second, and we're gonna play with some of these other ones. It's fucking nuts. Like, that really is kind of nuts. Rapid fire range. I mean, how much more can you possibly change this? Oh, because you can literally fucking spray from a diagonal. Oh my god, that's cracked though. Hold up, wait, what? Because that's how you would be using this. Like, and I'm sorry, but there's no reason to... They're not even all critting. That's what's scary. But, like, why would I... I'm not going to run these anymore. I don't see a reason to. This is really hard to make a decision with because... it's basically the same damage, but it's a movement skill. Like, so why would I run... Why would you run these? You just wouldn't. That's kind of my point. You wouldn't run them anymore. There'd be no point to. So basically, this whole entire class is about to get an overhaul by me. And I really don't know. I don't know what the fuck I would do. Oh my god. Why did they do this? And that's another thing. So should I take a 12 out? So because it doesn't really matter as much, right, for these skills, does that mean I take a 12 out, right, and then run a 10 here, a 10 here? Where did I take? I took points from here, I think, and I took points from here. So would it just be better to do this, to do something like this? This is kind of what I'm trying to get at. Like, hell, I could probably do this. Oh, I can't. But either way, I could do this. I can't get that to where I wanted it again, but that's okay. Do you see kind of what I'm saying? Like, so I'm, like, willing to bet that this is just a better makeup of the skills. And then you would just take off. I would just take this off, actually. I really wouldn't even run this. I would rather have Somersault back. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Because it is still a pretty good skill. It's a second movement skill, right? But you get my point. Like, basically, you can... We're going to do another thing. We're just going to... Okay, so that skill's got wicked cooldown, though. I guess it's the only... Ooh. I know that this isn't, like, indicative of what your actual damage would be, right? Because... And I know I'm doing a terrible job, actually, but... Also, okay, but you would definitely have mana issues here. I just food for thought. Like, I'm not even saying that I would spam it like that. I'm not trying to get at that. I still maybe think you should focus your shotgun skills. It's just, it's interesting that they're giving you this many options. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause. I'll swing back in a second when I figure it out. Okay, I'm back, and I think what I came up with is this. So I'm basically going to be running... I'm going to be running 10, 10, 12, 12, 12, 10, 10, 10, right? Even though they really aren't worth it anymore, like these two pistol skills, because they're back attacks too, and they're still doing less than these sniper skills, but the damage increase that you get from these two isn't worth dropping these completely off, and I'm going to show that. And instead of running this new skill, I'm going to be running my old somersault dash, because it's just, this is nice. Do you know what I mean? And I get that that new skill is damaging, but I can't justify putting it in unless I swap it in for one of these, which is totally okay. Like, whichever one of these, I guess, does less damage is the one I'll fucking swap, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the other one. Yeah, so, you know what? That's what we'll probably do then. We will actually just straight up drop this skill, which is crazy to think of. It really is crazy to think of, in all honesty, but we're gonna do it. And we're gonna throw Desperado in there. And we'll throw this up to 10. And it's gonna be the extra roll, armor piercing bullets, and style change, or I think it was this one. Or not. This one. Just because it's a movement skill doing the exact same amount of damage. Again, we'll just flip it back real quick. Just because I want to make it clear that this is the reason I'm doing this, is because this just doesn't seem to have the same oomph anymore. I'm very conflicted with this. Like, this was actually really hard. That's why I waited to do it, because I knew that this was going to be a difficult thing to do. Yeah, I just, no. No, it's definitely getting swapped out. It's definitely getting swapped out, because it just doesn't make any sense anymore. It doesn't, not with this. Like, this is just a better skill. In every sense of the word, it's just a better skill. So I think that's going to be the new skill setup. For me, at least. I'm sure there's going to be people in the comments that are like, oh my god, no, you don't know what you're doing. The Korean said this. But, I mean, I'm sitting here testing it. It's just obvious to me. It is a 15-second cooldown. I guess, like, that could be considered, too. That it's 15 million damage, so it's only 4 million damage more for quite the cooldown, actually. So, actually, maybe not. We might actually reconsider this, because the thing is this has a really low cooldown, if I remember correctly. Which kind of perfectly puts it into the, like, rotation that I used to have. So we're gonna play with it one more time, and then I'm just gonna upload this, because I don't want to take forever for this. I have a bunch of other shit that I'm doing today. No, it's kind of like a 20-second cooldown, too. Actually, and that's got a gem. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. Doesn't this have a gem? Ooh. Ooh. I didn't realize, like, this whole time I've been testing these with gems. Which makes kind of a big difference. Especially for, like, when I was comparing the shoddy skills and stuff, too. Yeah, no, there's no doubt then. There's no doubt, because if that's with a fucking gem, too, and that's the damage it's doing without the gem. Just a better skill. Now I'm curious. That's the thing. This skill's definitely getting kept, because it was doing that much damage without gems. Okay, so it's only doing 11 mil now. Did I change something about it? Yeah, the tripods apparently. Why does it keep doing that? Why does it keep taking the fucking tripods off? I think it was close shot. Farewell, I think. Yeah, that's about right. I think it was that one. Yeah, so that's kind of not what I expected, because these other ones are doing that same damage, but with the gem. Okay, that's still a keeper. Still a keeper. Still a keeper. But that makes this look a lot better now. Did it really do that again? It did, didn't it? No, it still got the tripod, so that just didn't hit. Why is it hitting so much less? What the fuck is going on? I didn't change anything. It's the same shit. Maybe it just hits harder sometimes. There we go, 14 mil. Oof, what? Oh my god, definitely did, didn't it? Yep. Biggest pain in the ass ever. Cool. Thank you for making this test easy. Alright, can we just crit? Yep, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to 10 this, 10 this. Those will be 1-1s, except I'll probably throw the tenacity back on this if I can. I'm going to 12 this, 12 this, probably 12 this, because they still seem to be hitting kind of the top of the food chain, so to say. But the thing is, like, these are where I'm, like, kind of conflicted. But I'm going to swap out, or I'm going to keep Cruel Tracker, because I think its cooldown's shorter. No, it's not. It's 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds. Like, no. No. Like, I really am about to do this. That's crazy, man. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. Like, it really does. It really, really, really does. The only thing that sucks is it needs 2 of them to get back to that point. Which means that you're down on a skill for, like, a while. Granted, you would just... I mean, those 2 skills alone are just cracked. That's actually really good. Yeah, so I already have it back up. I guess that's the other thing, though, too, that I'm not really taking into account here, is that... I know my DPS per second's going down, right? Because I'm, like, fucking around with stuff and I'm playing with things. But the other thing I'm not taking into account is how fast that ability actually goes off, though. Oh, well, my DPS also went down because I don't have gems. For shits and giggles, I'm going to throw some gems on a couple of these just to kind of get an idea. Did I even get one for that? Okay, so the gems don't add that much value to these. Although that bleed's kind of crazy. And that kind of adds a couple extra mil per hit, so that's... Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt in my mind I'm putting that in instead. Fuck, that's crazy. Okay, so you guys saw it here first. That's the new Deadeye build. No, I don't know. Do whatever you guys really want with it, but that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to be running this. This is probably going to be my run. You guys saw the tripods. I'll run through them real quick. These are the tripods I'm going to be probably running on this. It does seem like these are all interchangeable in the green. I will say that this will probably do really well and better than this, potentially, if it's below that 75% HP thing, but I just don't think it's worth it. You might as well just take the free damage because your shotties are still your main skills. Obviously, this is what I'm running here. You have that same kill confirmation concept if you want here. For this, I'm going to be doing the Farewell over the Hour of Judgment. You guys just watched me test all of this, so I will say that the Hour of Judgment is probably the more bursty effect. Like, you could probably just get it out fast. Right? Yeah. For like a quick 25 mil. Like, I will say, considering that concept, it's definitely not a bad one. 35 mil, actually. Whoa, wait a minute. Like, it's really not that different. Oh, wait, didn't we get like 50 mil, though, now that I put the gem in? So, hold up. Let's try to boost that crit rate again, because it definitely matters. Alright, if you're going to keep screwing me, though, I'm going to freak out. See, because there's a lot of numbers in there not critting. Okay, that was pretty much all crits, so about 38 mil. So we're getting like 10 more mil for this. I think it's worth it, considering. Especially because you're not counting on all those little hits critting. You're just counting on 3 or 4 big hits. Yeah, 50 mil. So I'm gonna, yeah, so that's gonna be the run up for that. Obviously, you guys saw what I dropped them. 12, 12, 12, a bunch of 10s. Like, way more 10s than I had before. Swapped out some 12s. I mean, there's even probably an argument to do it. And there's even probably an argument to throw this skill back in here and take the 12s off of that. Do you know what I mean? And then, like, just have another 8 mil, 10 mil damage skill that you have that you can throw within rotation while you're sitting on cooldowns. But as your cooldown gems get better, like, just to put this into perspective, like, as you get better cooldown gems for your main skills, like, we'll pad this real quick. We'll just make it, like, a legitimate thing would be. I don't think you need a cooldown for this, but I don't remember. I'm gonna do it just because. I wouldn't even put a gem on this anymore, that's the thing. Like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for the sake of it, but I probably wouldn't. That's kind of what's crazy about this. Like, what do we have? 3 gems left. We don't run that anymore, right? Yeah, we don't run that skill. And since we don't run that skill, we actually have 1 more gem spot. One of these I'm only running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, oh no, I know why now. So based on that movement skill being the most damage, I'd probably do that, but I'm not. I'd rather have that quick burst, and I would probably just run a 10 on this. Like, that's probably what I would do now. And the reason I did that was because with the cooldowns, like, why I was saying I would do that would be, you would have a ton of downtime usually between your shotguns. So having that skill would be really nice, but as you can see, the cooldowns go down significantly when you... Oh, that sucks. See what I mean? So, like, you could... It's just got a better feel to it, in a way. Like, it would definitely have more versatility, I guess. See where I'm going with this? Like, it just seems like you always have a skill up now, whereas before that wasn't the case, and this is a really good in-between skill. So I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at. I can't believe I missed that again. That's rough. So you know what I mean? Like, just food for thought. All right, obviously there's going to be people coming out with stuff soon, you know, for this. I just kind of wanted to jump the gun. Doesn't seem like, no pun intended. Although you are going to have a mana issue, like, this is going to be a problem. That is something that, like, I think is going to be a huge issue. So that's why, again, the argument to just kind of fucking 12 out your damage skills and then not do what I'm doing is there. But you also wouldn't be sitting here spamming like this. Also, we peaked 9 or 10 mil. But you wouldn't be sitting here spamming like this, you know what I mean? You would probably be dealing with a boss and dealing with things. So it's just, I don't know how to look at this. I really don't know how to look at this, but the numbers are there, man. The numbers are definitely there, and there's definitely an argument to have what I have right now is 12, 12, 12, and then 10, 10s. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. I know this is going to be a long-ass video, and I apologize, but I'm going to upload the raw footage because I think it's important for you guys to see what I'm going to do. Just so you guys see that I am committed to it, and actually let me get a quick scan. It was 113, or 112. 112, and then 321. Yeah, hopefully I fucking remember. Because I'm going to go use the tripod things now, so. And I actually think I'm going to have a shit ton of extra tripods because I have so many of these fucking things now. So let's go ahead and get in here. I believe this is it. Alright, so we want close shot, level 5. Bam, done. We want close shot, or farewell, level 5, done. Right. Then we wanted believe, this, and it was heavy round, done. And then we wanted flawless marksmanship, done. And we still have 7 of them left, which is crazy. Then we had Desperado, which was the armor piercing and the style change. Right. And I'm still going to have a lot of these left because I think it got rid of skills that had other types of tripods on it. But yeah, I just can't see running Cruel Tracker anymore, in my opinion. I just don't see the point. It seems like it fell off pretty fucking hard, actually, is the gist that we're getting. If anything, it gave me a bunch of extra tripods now, which is kind of cool. So I can kind of play with some stuff. Like if I wanted to do this, but I'm not going to run this skill anymore, right? So what's the point? Yeah, that's crazy. That really is crazy. We're just dropping this off. Because it was 555. We're going to, just real quick, we're going to do one more quick test. Because I just want to see if that skill has to be dropped. Or am I dropping the counter? Because I don't think... I'm so conflicted. This was not the coolest update in this regard. Because... what it's doing is it's pushing this one against another one. Right, this one and that one. So we have our tripods, we have our things. We're gonna remove all gems because we don't want anything to be skewed. Also, what's the cooldown on this? 24 seconds for 36 seconds. Actually, we might drop the counter, which is crazy, but can you like just hit, please, though? Full counter or crit. Thank you. 14 mil. Cool. There we go. Full crit. 17 mil. But the difference is that's a... what? 23-second cooldown. That's a 23-second cooldown. Do I not have a cooldown gem on that? Or wait, what the fuck? What the heck? I don't know what the fuck going on. Oh, it's quick prep. That's why. Fuck, dude. I don't know. No, stick with what I'm doing. Stick with what I'm doing. I'm going to stick with what I'm doing. I have the tripod, so it's not like I can't swap it back in later. But no, we're going to stick with what we're doing. There's no doubt about it. We're going to keep the last request. It seems like the cooldown's actually better with the 13-second minus. I didn't even realize that, too. And yeah, that's it. No, there's no reason for me to sit here and fucking pretend otherwise. Let's go ahead and use the next tripod. This one, we needed an enhanced shot, I believe, right? Yep. Let's go ahead and take a look at this again and make sure we got everything we needed. Again, this one was pretty much the same as this one. I'd rather have this one since it's kind of the same anyways. So AoE radius is reduced upon single foe hit, outgoing damage plus 40%. And there was both 70%. Attack preparation time increased slightly, but AoE radius widens, outgoing damage. Actually, when you read it like that, because it says the attack preparation time increases slightly, I think it actually would just be better to have this one. So we're just going to get both and we'll play around with them. Whatever, like we have the extra tripods now. So what else? What else can we get? Like I said, we have extra, so we might as well just have some fun with this. But fuck, you could even get minus 15 seconds on this. Like, and granted, God, dude, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There could be a new, completely different run that people do here. After defeating foes, chance of resetting cooldown. That's totally for fucking what's it called. How come we don't use this, too? What is it, 50%? 50%? I guess because it's the same thing. Like, that's something, too. Like, they need to relook at some of these tripods. In all honesty. Like, actually, I bet you don't even need Ambush Master. Because, look at, these are all close shot. They don't necessarily say that you have to get back attacks for the bonus damage. So the fact that this class is an Ambush Master is strictly because the player said so. the reality of it is I'll guarantee you that you could totally do like Hitmaster on this or Curse Doll, and not just drop Hitmaster completely and do Curse Doll on this. It'll be fine, but obviously we're not going to do anything that crazy. We're not getting anything from that skill tree because it's just garbage. I hate that one. I mean, I've always wanted to see how this does, but I already have, like, I have a lot of 5s on him, but I've had him forever. I guess we could just get some Chaos Dungeon stuff. Like, I've always been kind of curious to see what some of this does, so I'm not going to waste it on a 4. Do I have any in the main tripods that I can get that I need? Like, that just weren't level 5 already. No, it doesn't look like it. So it just doesn't seem like I even have anywhere to use these now. I have a lot of level 5s, like, when I'm really looking at it now, like, holy crap. This is what happens when you just play the game for a ridiculous amount of time. I actually have no idea where to use these. Yeah, why not? Maybe we'll make a Chaos Dungeon build or something. I just don't know where else to use them, really, so fuck it. We'll get this one too, just because it might be a thing. It might actually be, like, people might figure out that that's the better way to go with that. Fuck it. I'm just using them to use them at this point. And there we go. That's it. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be changing stuff over as we speak off screen, obviously, because it's going to be like an hour video. But that's your Deadeye guide, quote unquote. If you guys kind of watch me go through it, you saw my mentality on it, my thought process. If you don't like it, that's fine. Tell me what you're doing. And I have all the tripods, so it's not like it should be a difficult task for me to swap over. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Let's go. Public enemy, number one. When we mobbing, trouble in the streets, when we come with the spot. Public enemy, number one. And we mob that. Ring it along. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Trouble on the way. I want my revenge. Welcome to the payday. Hungry for destruction. Crazy for the cray. Better clear the exits. Make a way to vacate. Ready to rage a riot. I wanna raise a silence. Yeah. People escaping violence within a silence. Yeah. They wanna make us quiet. Breaking the cage of silence. Yeah. They wanna make compliance. We gon' stick to science. Yeah. Time to write a new code. Let's let the rules go. Show them why they name us. Public enemy. Uno. Yeah. They say we ruthless. We savage. Yeah. There's a method to the madness. Yeah. They say we psycho. The baddest. There's a method to the madness. 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 Savage, yeah, but there's a method to the madness. We gon' do it our way, never needed the kudos. Kill 'em with the chaos, only way that we do know. Lawless and ruthless, that's a dynamic duo. That we get the job done while you running your food home.